Title: Songs of the Weeping Willow, Finding Light in Everwood. In the small town of Everwood, where the trees whispered secrets and the river carried the weight of countless stories, there was an inexplicable undercurrent of sadness that permeated the air. It wasn't a tangible force, but rather a quiet ache that echoed in the hearts of its inhabitants. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows on cobblestone streets, the townsfolk carried their burdens like heavy stones, each step a laborious effort. The source of this pervasive sadness was as elusive as the wind, but it manifested in the lives of the people in subtle ways. Mary, a middle-aged librarian with kind eyes and a smile that had lost its luster, spent her days surrounded by books that held the dreams and adventures of others. Yet, her own dreams had faded into the background, obscured by the monotony of routine and unmet aspirations. Across town, John, a once vibrant artist, now sat in front of his easel, staring at a blank canvas. His palette was a mess of colors, but his inspiration had run dry. The world outside his studio window seemed muted, and the once vivid hues of life had dulled to shades of gray. In the heart of Everwood stood an ancient oak tree, its branches reaching out like weathered arms, embracing the sorrows of the town. Beneath its boughs, a gathering of townsfolk often sought solace, hoping the wise old tree could offer answers to the unspoken question that lingered in the air. Why were they all so sad? It was on a cool autumn evening that a weary traveler named Elias arrived in Everwood. His eyes, though burdened with the weight of his own troubles, carried a glimmer of understanding. He wandered through the quiet streets, drawn by an invisible force toward the ancient oak. As Elias approached, he noticed the somber expressions on the faces of those gathered beneath the tree. Without a word, he took a seat among them, his presence weaving into the tapestry of shared sorrow. The wind rustled through the leaves, and the townsfolk looked to Elias, their eyes silently pleading for insight. With a deep breath, Elias began to speak, his voice a gentle melody that echoed through the stillness of the night. In every heart, there exists a garden of emotions. Joy, love, and hope bloom like vibrant flowers, casting their fragrance upon our days. But intertwined with these blossoms are the thorns of sadness, a natural part of the human experience. He spoke of the intricate dance between light and shadow, joy and sorrow, and how the tapestry of life was woven with threads of both. The townsfolk listened, their eyes reflecting a mixture of understanding and yearning for a deeper revelation. As we journey through life, we often forget that sadness is not an enemy to be defeated, but a companion that walks alongside us, Elias continued. It is a mirror that reflects the depths of our souls, a reminder of our capacity to feel and to empathize with the struggles of others. The realization began to dawn on the faces gathered beneath the ancient oak. Elias spoke of unfulfilled dreams, unspoken pain, and the fear of vulnerability. He shared stories of loss and resilience, weaving a narrative that resonated with the silent struggles of each individual in Everwood. In the days that followed, the atmosphere in Everwood began to shift. The townsfolk, inspired by Elias's words, started to open up to one another. Mary found herself sharing her long-buried dreams with a group of friends who, in turn, revealed their own aspirations. John, the artist, rediscovered inspiration in the collaborative spirit of his fellow creatives. The ancient oak, having borne witness to the transformation, stood proud as a symbol of resilience and interconnectedness. The tapestry of life in Everwood was now woven with threads of shared dreams, mutual support, and the acceptance of both joy and sorrow. As Elias prepared to leave the town that had become a temporary home, the once somber faces now bore smiles that reflected the newfound understanding of the ebb and flow of emotions. Everwood, once shrouded in a quiet sadness, now embraced the complexities of life, each resident walking forward with a lighter heart and a deeper appreciation for the beauty that arises from the union of joy and sorrow.